good with video?
Yeah, I'm good.
I assume.
Who's that? Yeah, I got first.
All right, so kind of as you guys kind of finish up non-conference play, a few things you've done really well is take care of the basketball with freshman guards. Maybe that's something you don't always expect. Playing to the post as much as you do, maybe that's something you don't always expect. What's really kind of worked offensively here at this point? You guys have been so good with that.
Really, the taking care of the ball with the young guys, and especially with a lot of teams that press early in the non-conference, and it's going to help us because the league's going to be a little bit different this year. There's a lot more teams junking up their defense, playing multiple defenses, and our guys been able to handle the basketball, and then we got the saving grace of throwing the ball inside the big Zach, and that helps out a lot because they got to pay attention to him, and it takes a lot of pressure off our guards.
Is it just a matter of those guys taking it really seriously, or have you simplified things at all to try to make sure that they're not at risk?
No, we haven't. We really just threw them to the wolves. Like we like our group. They're very competitive. They love ball, and they've been around ball a long time. So they have very high IQ. So we just kind of threw it all at them, and they handle it. And we adjust during games, and we feel like they struggle in certain areas. But to this point, they really haven't.
The offensive rebounding team's obviously been an advantage every time now. Just the combination of the offensive rebounding plus the taking care of the basketball. That's a pretty effective formula.
That's Boilermaker basketball, and we talk about that day in and day out. We look at those two things. If we win those two battles, we give ourselves a chance to win the game.
Mason Gillis obviously out a few games, but I think maybe more so than the last 3 years he was here. He's a leader this year. How have you seen him kind of be that vocal guy, maybe more so this year?
I think the vocal part is the part that coming out more, especially like we talked about, like after practice. We don't really say much in the huddle. They finally find out what they have to do next, and then it's Mason normally talking and telling our guys, hey, we got to be locked in today and ready to concentrate and have a good day of practice.
I think a key of this team is everybody knows Zach's going to score a lot, but it's those guys that are going to be 6 points, 6 boards, and 2 assists or whatever it might be. How does guys like Mason really buy into that role and realize I've got a role in it? If I buy into what this team's going to do, it should do.
Yeah, that's all our guys. I haven't sensed it or seen any jealousy where everybody just playing their role to the highest of their ability, and it's been working out for us. And obviously with Zach scoring more this year, that helps, and that's just a tribute to his work ethic from the time he got here. He only been playing basketball, 5 or 6 years? So that's just a tribute to him and his work ethic every day. And the guys understand that, and they work at it too. And he knows he's comfortable with throwing the ball back out if he get a crowd, and he knows those guys been in the gym shooting. So I know we've been through a shooting slump here lately, but that's not going to continue.
How much do you need that game where you make 12 threes out of 24 or something like that just to keep the defense you're going to see playing you kind of balanced?
I think they got to give up. They're going to have to take away something. And I think right now, Zach is so dominant, they're going to rather give up the 3 instead of 2. But at some point, when we start making them, they're going to be scouting like, all right, what we want to do. And then they're going to be going back and forth. As long as we execute what we do, I think we'll still get good looks at the rim.
Is it as simple as things just evening out?
Yes. I know
you have good shooters. It's just a matter of time before, as Matt always says, you're owed a lot of makes. Yeah,
we are owed a lot of makes. I mean, from the time that they've been growing up in high school, a lot of our guys been shooting over 40% from 3. At some point, it's gonna go. But we can't have half of them lose confidence. All right, we have all the confidence in the world. I don't care if you go for 12. We want you to shoot the next right play if you're open.
Braden and Fletch both obviously have carried a lot of minutes for you. It's a more physical game here. They both have to expend a lot of energy just running your offense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see any signs of a wall from them? Is that a step they can skip, like they seem to have skipped over some of the other steps?
Yeah, I hope they skip over it, but I've been in this business too long, and at some point they're going to hit it. We're going to be there to help them, and if we're able to rest them at times, that'd be great. But we know with Big Ten play, it's going to get even more physical. But they do a great job of taking care of their bodies, and they love the game. What's going to be a learning curve for them, I think, is understanding how the Big Ten scout. Like, they're going to take things away from them, and then we're going to help them make that adjustment in that aspect.
Did you come into this season thinking you could just fall back on putting Zach and Braden in ball screen as often as you have and getting good stuff?
No, we didn't. We did not at the initial part. We knew we could put Braden in ball screen situation, but we didn't want to do it right at the initial part because he was going to have to carry a load. but having that other dynamic within our offensive sets, that's good. So we got all our sets, then all of a sudden we can just put the ball in Braden's hand and we can go ball screen. And we do have shooters around, and we got this right at the rim. So that just added another favor in our side on the offensive end.
Just with the last couple non-conference matchups, just having so much time in between some of these games, how much do you think that might help, after you get past this game, getting into the Big Ten schedule where some of these weeks are going to kind of tighten up our matchups?
I hope it helps us rest-wise.
Right.
I hope it don't stop us rhythm-wise.
Right.
So that's the hard part. Like when you go over break, you're excited about the break because you've been in a gauntlet, and you want your guys to get rested up and get a little break, get away from basketball. Our guys came back with a nice focus, but now you just got to find a game rhythm again. And I like the way our guys prepared. All right, they've been improving daily each day. Now it's time to show it. Hopefully tomorrow night versus Florida A&M, and then we get ready for Big Ten play versus Rutgers.
Did A&M do anything different that you haven't seen before?
No, they're not. They're going to be physical. They're long and athletic. They're going to press. Again, we was talking about, like, our guys been pressed all year. Like, do we need to work on it? Yes, we still work on it. And then let them know we still want to attack after that press. We don't want to stop and run a set if we don't have to. We want them to flow right into our motion and throw the ball inside and play with each other.
With tomorrow being the last non-conference game, what kind of things do you guys want to fine-tune before you get into Big Ten play?
Really, first get their win back. That's going to be crucial for us. And then just fine-tuning, make sure we take care of the basketball. Zach didn't play the last game, so we got to get him back in the flow of the game. So we want to throw the ball inside to him and have a presence on the inside as well. And then we want to make some threes too.
Just to follow up on Zach, obviously, like you said, he missed the last game with the illness, so he had that little bit of break for the holidays. Is he back to his old self in practice?
Yes, he's been back. Since he's been back, he's been good. Obviously, there's been a little bug going around for everyone. So we like where we are. We feel like we're healthy. So we just ready to go out and play. They're ready to beat up on somebody else. They're tired of beating up on each other.
Did you learn anything from seeing your team have to play without Zach?
We did. We learned a lot, actually. Like, if you notice at the beginning, they were kind of hesitant on things, and they just had to get their feet wet, just understand them playing without Zach. Some of them came to the bench and was like, Coach, the paint is wide open. We could drive it. Well, drive it and play with each other. So that was an eye-opener for them. At first, they didn't know really how to adjust with it, but it was good kind of to have that one game without him, and they responded well.
At some point, he's going to pick up a second foul. You're going to have to. Right?
Hopefully not often, but he's done a great job in his preparation, watching film, and then just understanding the game as he's been in. So he doesn't want to get a silly foul. That's what he used to get in the past, silly foul. He has stayed away from those, and most of his fouls have just been being in the right spot and being maybe over too physical, or somebody had a defensive breakdown, he had to come over and cover for it.
In Big Ten play, obviously we play a lot more games in a shorter time span. How much more do you expect to lean on your depth and talent off the bench?
We're going to lean on it a lot. We're going to play pretty much about the same. We may have to shorten it a little bit, tighten it up, because, Big Ten play, like, everybody got to be locked in. And you can't have small mistakes in scouting reports. So we're going to lean on it some, but also some guys going to log some minutes. But hopefully we're able to have a good balance there. But the guys, this is what they signed up for. They know they want to play and they want to take on all these challenges.
How important is it? I think everybody who can have a big game scoring, maybe other than David, has. So everybody's kind of got that confidence in their back pocket that I know what I'm capable of.
Yeah, our group, all of them scored the ball in high school. Now they're adjusting to making the right play, understanding when my shot available to take it, and then whatever happens in a game, it may not be my night, but one night it might be. It was Trey Kaufman the other night when Zach was out. It's been Fletcher, DJ had a good game. Brandon Newman had a good game. Braden Smith, you can go on, and that's what's so much fun in coaching this group. They know it could be anybody's night, as long as we play the game the right way.
How much do you have to start preparing Trey to get doubled? When he's got all that space, and he's just taking the air out of the ball.
We work with him on it all the time, but he haven't had to see much of it yet. And then hopefully we don't, and we're able to throw the ball into him and Zach, and at the same time you got Zach diving. That could be a problem for a lot of people.
When the three isn't falling, what kind of adjustments have you seen from Fletcher and Braden on offense to stay aggressive?
They've been putting the ball on the floor, getting in the paint, and then playing off two, and then looking out our scoring. But also they turn down some shots too. just because they haven't made a couple, but that's okay sometimes. We want them to take the open shots, because sometimes that might be our best shot.
Obviously, as you wrap up non-conference play here, you know, as this team looks back at what you guys have been able to accomplish at this point in the season, you know, the run in Portland, playing against Marquette, just what are some of the main takeaways you want this team to think about from this non-conference schedule as you head to Big Ten play?
Just really think about like how hard it is to win a college basketball game, and understand what they've done. It's been special. Enjoy it, because this is what you sign up for, right? And as coaches, we're preaching to them over and over and over, and they always been trying to do the right thing. Like, you go in the game, I want to win the game, I want to do it the right way. And like everybody's talking about, you #1 ranking, is that a jinx? No, we just playing the basketball the right way. Like, it's like you trying to raise my kids, and I'm telling them to do this, do that, and then all of a sudden they do it. Good things gonna happen for them, right? Great things happen for us. We got the #1 ranking, but it's because of the process that they enjoying and they're listening and coaching and accepting coaching, and also they helping us too as well. So it's been fun. Like, I wouldn't rather have it no other way. Like, do we want to lose? No, we don't want to. Is it going to happen? Yes. But how are we going to lose? Are we going to lose because we're playing bad basketball, or are we going to lose because we're playing good basketball and we just happen to get beat? I'd rather lose that way. Then other than we play good basketball and nobody beat us, that's just the way it goes. But we just take it one day at a time. Play. You never know. Like we talked about, this is Christmas break. You don't know what new fan is coming in here to watch them play in Mackey. It could be their first experience. How do you want that to be? How you want them to leave? I hope they leave saying, "Oh, I enjoy watching Purdue basketball." All right, and then they sit at home and watch it all the time. So that's kind of the talk that we have with them, so they can enjoy